for this chapter. Rule 14. Build loyal alliances. Transform clients into advocates. The power of creating your own inner circle. The rule stated: solo success is short-lived. True power comes from building a network of fiercely loyal allies who become your greatest advocates and defenders. When you make people feel exceptionally valued, they transform into an unpaid, highly elite sales force. Elite case example: the quiet queen maker. In Paris, a discreet consultant built a clientele of influential women by remembering birthdays, supporting outside passions, and making high-value introductions behind the scenes. Her clients became her biggest champions, introducing her to circles she could never have entered alone. Mentor anecdote. One of the greatest turning points in my career wasn't landing a massive cold pitch. It was watching a satisfied client introduce me to 3 billionaires who exclusively hire by referral. She opened doors no marketing budget could unlock. Loyalty, not sales, is the true engine of lasting wealth. CS quote. Power move. Keys to building elite alliances. The strategic partnership. Partner with complementary businesses, stylists, event planners to cross-promote to a highly vetted network. Give before you get. Make introductions that create value for others without expecting instant repayment. Gatekeeper cultivation. Build relationships with concierges and personal assistants by offering them value, becoming their go-to secret weapon. Luxury red flags. Social climbers. Individuals who use your proximity to access others but never reciprocate. Credit thieves. Contacts who take your ideas or private introductions and present them as their own. Red flags internal. Viewing your high-value clients strictly as revenue streams rather than long-term strategic partners. Failing to formally thank the people who refer you business. How to deal with them. The reciprocity script. I place a high premium on reciprocity in my network. I always actively support the people who support me. The reverse of the rule. What happens if you ignore this rule? If you treat every relationship as a transaction, you will face the exhaustion of constantly acquiring new clients. When a crisis hits, you will find yourself completely isolated. The 4-person board strategy. Audit your life and identify 4 critical roles: the mentor, the challenger, the connector, and the loyal confidant. If any seats are empty, your primary goal this quarter is to fill them. Reflection and aphorism. The inner circle is where power multiplies. Protect it, nurture it, and your influence will never fade. CS quote. Rule 15. Embody strategic generosity. Give and grow your influence. How elite giving becomes your greatest power move. The rule stated: generosity is not charity, it is an investment. The most influential women distribute their resources and knowledge strategically to build an ecosystem of debt and gratitude. Elite case example: the invisible connector. A PR executive built her empire by making brilliant, unpaid introductions. Over 5 years, she built a network of billionaires who owed her favors. When she launched her own agency, investors backed her on day 1. Mentor anecdote. I watched a hoarder leave a summit with business cards that never answered her calls. The generous woman at her table freely shared a private resource list, leaving with 3 strategic alliances that led to a 6-figure deal. Loyalty, not sales, is the true engine of lasting wealth. CS quote. Power move. Keys to strategic generosity. The value-first introduction. Solve a piece of friction for someone within 24 hours of meeting them without asking for a return. Praise in public. Confidently praise the successes of peers, showing you are unthreatened by others' success. The unexpected upgrade. Surprise a loyal client by quietly upgrading their experience. Luxury red flags. The scorekeeper. someone who gives a favor but holds it over your head to manipulate you. The taker, a peer who eagerly accepts your advice but becomes too busy when you need a favor. Red flags internal. Feeling bitter when someone does not immediately match your gift. Refusing to mentor younger women out of a false sense of competition. How to deal with them. The graceful cutoff. Turn off the tap. Stop offering value to relentless takers without causing drama. The reverse of the rule. What happens if you ignore this rule? If you operate with a scarcity mindset, you identify yourself as a user, freezing you out of the inner circle. The generosity ledger. Send 5 people in your network a brief message of value today, asking for absolutely nothing in return. Reflection and aphorism. Wealth is what you accumulate. Power is what you distribute. The hand that gives is always positioned higher. CS quote.